MSI is not stopping with its advance in the business and everyday laptop markets, with our office getting filled up by their recent additions. Today we only have time for the MSI Modern 14 C12M, but you'd be more than satisfied with it once you get to know it a bit better. The laptop doesn't make a good first impression, thanks to its plastic chassis that lacks rigidity, as both the lid and the base offer quite a bit of flex. On the other hand, it is pretty light with a weight of 1.40 kilograms, while the profile measures more than 19 millimeters, which is not the thinnest. The design has some useful features, as the lid can be opened with one hand, while also acting as a lever, lifting up the back area to give the fans some extra breathing room. Typical for a 14-inch laptop, there's no numpad, but the keyboard itself is very comfortable, with long key travel and clicky feedback. The touchpad offers a very smooth gliding surface, while the tracking is especially accurate. The input-output feels very entry-level, offering not one, but two USB 2.0 ports. There's also a Type A and a Type C port, both running at 3.2 Generation 2 speeds, an HDMI port, an audio jack, and a microSD card reader. The teardown process is pretty standard, with 9 screws holding the notebook in place. You can go and check out our detailed disassembly video for more info. The upgradability is hindered as all of the RAM is soldered. In terms of storage, there's only one M.2 slot, which supports Generation 3 drives. MSI keeps it simple with only one display option. The unit has a 14-inch diagonal, an FHD resolution, and an IPS panel. The screen has zero creator capabilities but otherwise is totally fine for office work and multimedia consumption. The peak brightness of 360 nits will be enough for most situations, while the lack of PWM usage is also appreciated. There is a very small 39 Wh that manages to pair really well with the Core i5-1235U, delivering 8 hours and 50 minutes of web browsing and 5 hours and 54 minutes of video playback. The use of Alder Lake U series processors doesn't necessarily have to mean that the laptop doesn't perform. What's more, the Core i5-1235U completely outshines everything from Intel's 2021 ULV portfolio. The cooling setup looks quite good for a 15-watt CPU, with 2 copper heat pipes and 1 fan with a metal casing, which further helps with heat dissipation. In the stress test, the CPU doesn't reach high speeds at the start but does a good job at maintaining a serviceable speed through all 3 stages. The fan gets a bit noisy due to its small size, but the outside temperature is nothing to worry about, albeit the hotspot is located close to the WASD keys. Do you need to have this notebook at all costs? No, you don't, as it does make some sacrifices which you might not want. On the other hand, it gets the performance part right, thanks to its good cooling, so you really have to make up your mind about what you want from your next laptop. Of course, we've done a lot more tests and you can check out all the results in our in-depth review on laptopmedia.com. You'll find the link in the description below the video.